What is up, CMS Braves? Welcome back to another edition of the 14th Colony Vodcast. It is Tuesday, November 10th, and we have got a very fun episode for you guys today. I am Mr. Stack, joined as always by my co-host, Mr. Congleton. Mr. Congleton, we got a pretty fun episode today, and then we also have a surprise episode for tomorrow where we have a special guest lined up to join us tomorrow. Hint, it is Veterans Day tomorrow, so let's go ahead and get ahead of it right now. Just so you know, tomorrow, if you have anyone in your family or anyone that you know that is a veteran, make sure you are thanking them for their service and all that stuff, because we would not be where we are today without those brave men and women. So that is tomorrow. But you can thank a veteran literally anytime you see them, and it would not be inappropriate. It is always appropriate to thank a veteran. So, Mr. Congleton, that is our episode, I guess, for tomorrow. Like I said, we're gonna have a special guest. But what are we doing today? Today we gotta focus on the task at hand, because as we all know, the situation is the boss. What is going to be the boss today during?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do to make this podcast fun. What are we doing? We got to make it a game. Should I juggle for everybody?
Hey, well, every episode is fun, and you can juggle if you want, but
We'll save that. All right, today we're going to continue this week going over the legislative branch. So the branch that has the people that represent us to make the laws. Okay, legislative branch, laws. They write the laws. Actually, they're bills until the president signs them as part of the checks and balances, which we'll get to hopefully on Friday. But today you're going to do a reading from the website that we've done before, that we did last week for the executive branch. So ducksters.com is in the classroom. We're going to go over the legislative branch. There's questions at the end, the quiz. Okay. Now, I like this website a lot because you can have it read to you. So if you go down to the bottom of the article, you can have it. You can click the play button, it'll play it for you. There is the blue link on top of that. It has the 10 questions. So answer the questions, send the screenshot, turn that into the classroom. Please read the article. I know that you guys like to just go straight to the questions, finish it, make some guesses, and then turn it in. But I'd like you to read. This is not a long piece of journalism. It's not going to take you an hour to read the article about the legislative branch. It's got the basic facts that we want you to learn as we're going through 8th grade and learn about government and our country. So we've got that. Then there's another activity where you're going to do a little research on who is representing you in Bonner Springs. So Sharice Davids is the member of the House of Representatives from our district. And then our senators from Kansas, Jerry Moran, Pat Roberts, they've been around for a while. So look those people up, get a little information about them, and fill that in. You can do that Cami or however you like to open up your PDFs and get those answers in there, but turn those in as well. So there's the two things for today.
Yeah, and you guys are going to learn about state representatives and what they actually do to represent you in Washington, and what you can do as a citizen of those districts to make sure your voice is being heard. And Mr. Congleton, a lot of times people will say stuff like this: hey, it doesn't really matter, who is president or this or that. What really is important is local politics. And this kind of falls under that umbrella. So this is very important to be educated on who your representatives are, and be educated on how you can make your voice heard. So this is really good stuff today, not just for 8th grade social studies, but for life, and for when you are an adult and a registered voter and all that stuff. So that is what you guys are going to learn today. It's important stuff, and I think, speaking of important stuff, we've got to go, because we've got to get to all this important stuff that we got to do today. So, guys, thank you for joining us on the 14th Colony Vodcast, and as always, be excellent to each other.